attention please, the owner of a white VW, registration Y516 SUF, Y516 SUF. Please return immediately to your vehicle. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first round of the FA Cup. Ladies and gentlemen.
Southport come into the tie on the back of 3 straight wins and a current playoff place in the conference. Half the side arrived here during the summer, among them Mark Winstanley, who will be remembered fondly at both Bolton and Burnley in particular, and Mark Lloyd-Williams, who was Europe's top scorer last season with 51 goals for Bangor City. The one decision manager Phil Wilson had to ponder over was his choice of the front two. His opposite number, Bill Dearden, has rather more problems, losing 7 of his squad to injuries, a suspension and the non-availability of a player on loan. 2 others on loan, Jeff Whitley of Manchester City, already the captain, and Simon Ramsden from Sunderland, do play. 9 draws and just 3 wins from their 17 games. Life is not easy for a club in administration.
Southport this afternoon, number 19, Tony Sullivan, number 9, Peter Thompson, number 11, Steve Jones, number 14, Andy Scott, and number 1, Steve Dickerson. For Notts County this afternoon, in goal number 12, Stuart Gordon, number 2, Nicky Fenton, number 7, Marcel Katz, number 8, Jeff Riley, number 9, Mark Sparrows, number 10, Daniel Olson, number 15, Michael Brook, number 18, Simon Ramsden, number 24, Darren Caskey, number 27, Craig Island, and number 28, Danny Stone. The substitutes for Notts County this afternoon. Number 1, Steve Milton-Hall, number 3, Ian Barraclough, number 22, Duncan Judd, number 21, Paul Heffernan, and number 30, Paul Ryan. This afternoon's match referee is Mr. Andy Penn, and the assistant is Mr. Ian Nolan and Mr. Dave Whitney. Once again, very good afternoon. Welcome to Haig Avenue this afternoon's FA Cup first round match between Southport and Notts County.
Sandgrounders against the Magpies, and at kick-off, a curiosity to consider. The last time Southport put a Football League club out of the Cup at Haig Avenue was December the 9th, 1967. On the very same day, Notts County lost for the last time in their history to a non-league side. Southport in the gold shirts, Notts County the oldest Football League club, circa 1862. Wearing, well, sort of stripes. There's a big number on the back, and the man in charge is Andy Penn, regular referee in Division 2 of the Football League, and will be in Division 1 in the new year. Player putting the ball into touch. Dean Howe began his career at Notts County, so a special day for him. Ball bounced up a bit, but the referee decided not to give a handball. Mark Williams. Darren Caskey. Rather off the foot of Stallard. Support coming from behind. This is young Ramsden, on loan from Sunderland for a 12-month period. Phil Wilson came here from Staleybridge Celtic. Positive play by Dean Howell, and that will bring the first booking of the afternoon for that challenge by Danny Stone. He likes to get forward, does Howell. Contrast in the lineups of the two sides tactically. Howe likes to get forward on the left, and Lane likes to get forward on the right for the home side. And Danny Stone certainly caught out by his pace then. Hopes that Dean Howe is not unduly suffering. Made just one substitute appearance for Notts County, and then went off to Crewe Alexandra, where many a footballer has learned well his trade under Dario Gradi. Chris Lane has gone across to place the ball for the free kick. Trying to run it off as Lane takes the free kick. Goalkeeper starts to come and then goes away, but a bit of push and shove, and in fact an offside flag as well. Gives the free kick to Notts County. Here's Stuart Garden from goal for County, and Dean Howell straight back on. Two forward for Notts County, it's not going to reach them. On by Neil Gibson. Good running again. And the first corner of the match is won by Dean Howell. Well, he was chatting to a lot of the county players before the kick-off, and clearly intent on making an impression and making light of the early injury. Stanley has come up at the back of the box. There's Lloyd Williams a bit further over. Not well away. Rather poke shot in the end from Steve Pickford. Didn't have very much time. Corner neither well defended nor well taken. And in the end, Garden not tested. Pleasant sunshine. The lights on from the beginning as well. Howell having to defend against Cass. Needed the assistance. Cass, the Dutchman. Caskey to Whitley, back again to Caskey. Rather slice clearance. They get away with it. Not quite sure why Caskey wanted the extra touch to go back on the right side, because in the end he did cross it with his left. by Fenton. The skipper, Soley, gives it to Allsop inadvertently. Cover a nice way to clearance by Martin Clark, central man of the three at the back for Southport. Lane. Taken by Allsop. His goals in the closing stages of last season really kept Notts County in Division 2. Current position 19th. It's really nice playing surface at Haig Avenue. Good turn. Well used. This is Lane. And the free kick given against Lane, but Ramsden was very quick. Danny Stone with plenty of room to move into. Cass to the right, Allsop to the left. Shot not memorable. Michael Brough. Back again to Stone. 3 against 2 in the defender's favour in the middle. That's a good shot. And Allsop gives Notts County the lead. Struck it well. Coming in the 8th minute of the match. His 7th goal of the season. The header out by Lane was not a particularly good one. Goalkeeper hands to it, but couldn't sufficiently get weight on it to push it away. So, a confidence booster. The goalkeeper will be a bit disappointed having got there. But wasn't well defended, but it was well struck. There's Lane. Cass not taking advantage of that loose crossfield ball. Wellesby coming to claim. To Martin Clark to take the free kick. Difficult to get under control. Oh, by Brough, this is Allsop again. A tackle needed by Winstanley and he gets it. Stanley came here from Carlisle. He was at full stretch then. These days he has a bread delivery. He's up in the morning at 4 o'clock, but not this morning. It's a good one. That was well cleared. Brough. Ramsden. It's quite clear the boost to the confidence of Notts County that goal has produced. Things going against Phil Wilson's team. He felt that the secret would be a good start against a team lacking in confidence, and the exact reverse has happened. It's a test for his team's confidence against a second division side. By Craig Island. Stone. It's a bit more pressure to be put on the players at the back of Notts County by Southport. They're letting them build with a deal of comfort at the moment. Ramsden, chased by Kasky. Ireland. Lane. Bruff. The youngsters in the side came through the youth system. Winstanley. Pickford. Doing a good carrying job, seems to be right. Ireland. Good touch by Alsop. Kasky wants somebody wide. Stone was a bit reluctant to get there, but he's arrived now. Lost impetus because they had no wide player. Whitley. Free kick is against him. Lane. Good challenge by Ireland. Whitley. Alsop. The Australian really is having a good start to the match. Gibson. Useful run. Good stretch by Stone. And calmly played by Benton. Kevin Wellesby. Again, his career at Crewe. 22 years old. Let's push Steve Dickinson out of the side. And Stanley. Good kick against Stone. Going a bit over ego in the challenge with Lloyd Williams. Barry Jones. Slowly the skipper behind him. Miss by Ramsden, and the opportunity not taken. Both defences give hope to the attacking notions of opposite team. Again, not the best of challenges by Ramsden. And that's a free kick. But the other way, use of the arm by Lane. And to the end of the first quarter of an hour of the contest. And the league side leading 1-0. Danny Alsop scored a total of 29 goals last season, 20 of them in the league. An Australian whose input into the side, particularly at the end of the season, was absolutely crucial. Kasky started his career at Spurs. Alsop might be able to collect that. Goalkeeper off his line does well. He had some responsibility for the opening goal. He's in a way made up for it with that save. I suppose, to tell the truth, he could never completely make up. He wasn't alone in being responsible, but he did really well here. Just a little nudge there. Dearden, appointed from Mansfield last January. It's been a pretty tough job, particularly with the club having so many problems from a financial point of view. Got Lane over in the middle at the cross comes. Here he is, number 2, real chance! Couldn't really get to it with any power. But that's Southport at their best, attacking from the wide position. Goalkeeper parried it for the corner, but there was no real power in the shot. One wing back almost supplying the other. Whitehall waits in the middle. He's got plenty of company. It's a bit long. Pickford. Whitehall calling for it far on this side, but comfortable for Ramsden. Only left one back then, and there were 2 attackers. Appeal for offside. It's not going to be given, but it's irrelevant. Hasn't stayed long in the stand. This was the best opportunity for Southport so far. Cass. Howell. No room for manoeuvre. 21 years old he is. Southport now seem to have settled down after taking a bit of time to clear their heads, conceding the goal. Lane. Back again for him. Ramsden gets wrong side for a moment. Good clearing header by Fenton. Good play too by Brough. This is Kasky. Stallard. There's a shooting chance if he wants it, or there was. Not with that sort of return ball. That's loose. Wellsbury did the right thing. Ramsden. Ireland. Still in play, amazingly. Lloyd Williams did well. Soley. Stone. Went Stanley across. Needed rather better cover from Martin Clark. In his second spell with the club. 300 odd appearances. Well claimed. Right off the head of Stallard. Lane. Ireland caught that time. Went for the tight angle, did Lloyd Williams. Well, I suppose with his scoring record, he's entitled to, but there were other players better placed. Garden would have been very disappointed to be beaten from there. Whacked it hard enough, though. In by Soley. Kasky. Whitley. Fenton. Challenged by Lane on Brough. This is Stallard. Good attempt. Chip it up over the goalkeeper. But never got the height that was required. That's the highest today by some distance. Invited to try again. Lane. Oh, he had it. Didn't realise. Whitley. It's the sort of play you expect, and that was a very good interception by Ireland. But that's the sort of pressure that non-league side need to put on the man in possession. It's happened 2 or 3 times running now to Whitley. Clark again. Lloyd Williams, Lane, Pickford, Soley just offside. Stuart Garden did well in the shot from Lloyd Williams, but he wouldn't have expected to be beaten really from the angle as he came in. It's a good block even so. Howell caught slightly in 2 minds. A little push in the back from Brough that he got away with. This is Whitley for County. Well spread. And a nice ball to Kasky from Ramsden. Suddenly supplying width where there seemed not to be any. Nice nod down, but away from Cass. Nod by Allsop. too young to remember the days when Southport were in the Football League. 1921 to 1978. They lost their status then. And the 11th application to stay in, having finished bottom of the pile. And they were turned down and Wigan replaced them. Southport did once win the 4th Division title. Really up and down career. It's a pretty settled club now. They've made big improvements to the ground. And the playing surface is absolutely excellent. Ramsden. Good return, fancies the crack. Lane. Solly, back again for Lane, a bit too obvious, but it was actually Whitehall that played it through, and he was fouled in the process. Steve Whitehall. Barry Jones. Fenton looking after Lloyd Williams. Whitehall takes, it's too long. Two back to Mark Alsop, well watched by Clark. Kasky, nice touch, Whitley. Stallard on the left, simple attack, but a good one. Until Stallard showed too much of it and the goalkeeper was quick. Ireland and Whitehall, a bit of an elbow then from Whitehall. Referee quite rightly gives the free kick. Wasn't a nasty one, but he came up with his right arm and it came down in the face of Ireland. Clark underneath it. Whitley. Stone. Just a little nudge that made life difficult for Howe. The nudge came from the Dutchman. Cass has a sort of patrolling role on that right side between the front two and the midfield three. Fenton. It looked as though he used the back, but no official thought so. Whitley. Time for Clark. Forward for Lane. No width on this side because Lane had come in field. Whitehall changes the point of attack. Gibson. Nicely done. Howe, good challenge, Cass. That's the defensive part of his role. Nobody there, it was just whacked across. Hope not realised. Third of the match gone. Just the one goal in Notts County's favour. Two sides haven't met each other for 30 years. It's a League Cup match, the last league meeting. For Wellesby from Alsop. The last league meeting was 32 years and 2 days ago. County won 2-0 here. Both goals scored by one Tony Haitley. Two sides have never previously met in the FA Cup. Chris Lane. It's a better free kick. Came away off the right boot of Fenton. It's a bit unlucky, Whitehall. I'm not quite sure how much Ramsden knew about that. He would have felt it. Gibson. Whitehall. And free kick conceded by Ramsden. Struck this. He was about to strike again, as he did a few moments ago. This was the one that Whitehall was able to hit, and he certainly hit a rasping shot that Ramsden didn't even flinch. Just right of centre. The home crowd have perhaps been entitled to be increasingly hopeful of the equaliser. The balance of play. Is it to come now? Whitehall to take, only into the wall. It's not a good header. This is Howell. Didn't come down kindly for him. Then he was well blocked. Better header away by the Dutchman, Cass. Pickford. That's a good ball. Whitehall. 3 went to him. Finally Whitley clears County's lines. The crowd's reaction tells its story. There is greater belief now. Jones to Lane. Met by Ireland. Got a few extra inches on Lloyd Williams, and it's counting. Jones. Too flat, really. It would have been quite spectacular, but unfortunately for Gibson, it wasn't. Gibson, who's a Welsh under-21 international. He tested neither the goal nor the houses behind it. Still quite a bluish sky. Bluey grey, really. But none of the white stuff. Cass. I'll realise the danger in time. Whitehall. Quiet earlier on, but much more in evidence in the last 10 minutes. Three children among the mascots in the walkout by the teams. Fenton. Challenge. Allsop. Bit late by Kasky, and Gibson didn't like it. And then Kasky, it was not much more than a pat on the cheek. Suddenly blowing up out of nothing. He was a bit late, and I say I always find it disappointing. The crowd immediately shout off. Most people in their right mind would like to see 11 against 11. And the reaction is all very silly here. Challenge was late, there was no doubt about it. Gibson didn't like it, and he raised his hand first, and then Kasky patted him on the cheek. Whether the referee is going to see it as more than a pat remains to be seen. But it's Kasky who's going to be talked to. And the referee wants to talk to his assistant referee on this near side, Mr. Dave Whitby. Long conversation. Kasky must be concerned. It's going to be a card of some sort. The question is what colour. Did raise his arm, he did make contact on the face, but in my opinion it was no more than a pat. Whether that is going to count for him. Well, 2 yellow cards are shown. Whether he meant to go for red straight away, I don't know. I think he probably did. So suddenly the side from the second division, under the control of Bill Dearden, find themselves down to 10 men, the sort of thing that no manager can control. He raised his hand, and in the letter of the law, having made a blow, if such it could be described, to the face of Gibson, he's required to depart. Silly and sad, but what an opportunity now for the Vauxhall Conference side. Offside. Lane. Whitley. Bruff, it worked for him. Off a couple of deflections. This is Whitley again. Allsop, Stallard in the middle, nobody wide on the right, because Cass has dropped back to fill the hole left by Kasky, who was out according to Dave Whitby. And the substitution to be made, I think the experience of Ian Barraclough is about to be required. Hasn't played much football recently, been out for 3 weeks and more, came back to Notts County after 3 years with Queen's Park Rangers. And it's a question of who's going to be withdrawn, and the answer is Stallard. So Bill Dearden taking off an attacking player, hoping to hang on to the 1-goal advantage that Notts County have. So on comes Barraclough in replace of Stallard. Presumably Allsop is going to be on his own up front. Clark. Howe. Fenton. 5 minutes of the half remaining. The atmosphere's changed at Haig Avenue. Incident coming after a spell in which Southport were certainly offering hope to their supporters. Jones, Clark didn't really want to be given that, and also with a chance to make it 2, which he does. A real mess, and the error really by Jones. Clark didn't want the ball back, couldn't control it, and also scores his second. And gives Notts County needed distance between themselves with the 10 men that they have playing the 11 of Southport. Well taken again by the Australian, bided his moment, placed it well. It's 2-0 to the Magpies of Notts County. And that was a gift, however well unwrapped. No change in the expression, but he's got to be feeling a bit more comfortable now. Jones. Clark. Well, the score now is the same as that when match of the day last came to Haig Avenue for a cup tie. But here's Pickford, makes it 2-1. And another defensive error, this time at the other end. Played in by Jones, who made the mistake. Good flick on by Whitehall. Should have been cleared. Pickford took advantage of the fact that it wasn't. Mistake was by Stone. The goal was by Pickford. Well, it's not lacking in incident. Pickford's 4th goal of the season. Against Cass. Here's Clark. Ian Jones will be feeling better now. Determination by Clark. He's given it away again though. Whitley. Allsop. Jones. Chance for Lane. Caught in two minds. Lloyd Williams and Whitehall both calling for it. Good turn. Not good use. Well seen by Whitley. Sort of role that Bill Dearden thought he could play for his side. Immediately made him captain. It was his second loan spell. He came last season as well. Howell. Whitehall. There's a nudge from Ireland. Stone. Is not the best of challenges. Free kick against Cass. It's suddenly becoming a busy afternoon for the referee, Andy Penn. There will be 3 minutes of stoppage time. One away by Fenton. Most of the 3 minutes taken up really for the discussion that eventually led to the dismissal of Kasky. Discussion between the referee and one of his assistants. Lane still available, but not for a pass like that. Also, Jones, Lane. Whitley. Good battling. In by Michael Bruff. Ramsden. No. You don't see rattles too often. Pretty small one, so it's not going to cause anybody to complain. Two going for the half-time cuffer. Lane. Space on the right, Lane is there. Forward now, Jones. Everything now to the left of Lane. Nicely worked, this is Gibson. Needs a cross though, needs a cross. Doesn't really get a good one. Comfortably played by Fenton. Winstanley, that's a really good challenge by Mark Winstanley. Lovely left foot tackle. All the weight in the right place. We've had 3 minutes of stoppage time, a bit more added on by the referee. Flag is up on the far side, and I would think this might well be the last kick of the half. Referee has a look at his watch. He's pretty close to the dressing room. He can beat them all off if he feels like it. Well, that's not really his job. Last throw of the half. Didn't even get the kick. Got the header from Cass. Oh, plenty to be talked about by the crowd at half-time. 2 goals by Alsop in the 8th and 41st minute. 1 by Pickford in the 42nd minute, and Dean Caskey sent off. Half-time, it's Southport 1, Notts County 2. The referee showing 2 yellow cards, presumably 1 for the foul and 1 for the raising of the hand. So they make up a red, and Darren Caskey is off. Get another breakaway goal, or is this the moment for Southport to take a scalp of a league side? Need the sort of start the conference side that they didn't have in the first half. Gibson with the first challenge. Darren Caskey thought he got away with it when the first yellow card was shown, with the 2 offences adding up to the red. Stone, Stuart Garden. The keeper came from Scotland. They wore 3 different gloves up there. £20,000 goes to the winner. Both sides collecting £40,000 for a television fee. Money a vital part as well as glory. Well met by Clark. Whitley. Ireland left it late, but got a good angle on the clearance. Fenton. Free kick for the challenge on Barraclough. Charlie Clapham, the chairman of Southport, has been since the middle 80s. Cass. Slowly. Fenton.
Watch out, watch out!
Substitution to be made by Southport. And Peter Thompson, who lost out in the 3-2. A choice for front players. He comes on to replace Lloyd Williams. That's a little disappointed. Extra height forward. Might be a bit more testing for Ireland. First challenge is for Fenton. Pickford! Steve Pickford. It's his goal which lifted things at Haig Avenue just before half-time, but that was a real chance. It was a good header, but it was not on target. Would have beaten the goalkeeper had it have been, what, foot and a half the other way. Gave it too much. Winstanley, an extra touch he didn't want, but he recovered well. Whitley. Jones went a long way to be beaten by Barraclough. Wellesby, plenty of time. Howell. Crowd don't like the pushing it around at the back. Thompson. Fenton seems to have taken the role of marking him, but nobody's marking him at the moment. Thompson found good space down the left. He's got 3 to cross it to. Leaves it to Howell to do so. He didn't even find anybody in the crowd, but he was closer to those than he was to his colleagues. Disappointing end to promising space that Thompson had found. Thompson, incidentally, another one to arrive in the summer. Cass. Cass. Thompson again. Fenton in close to attendance this time. Howell again available for support. Thompson using physique well. Good dummy by Gibson. Solly needs somebody right side. Pickford struggling to find, but does well. Plenty forward. Oh dear. Disappointing from Lane. Winstanley. Southport getting up a bit of a head of steam here. Clark. Murray Jones. Whitehall. Flag was up for offside anyway. Allsop. Covered a fair bit of ground already. Formerly of Luton, Peter Thompson, signed by Ricky Hill, released by Joe Kinnear. Hill paid £120,000 for him. Differences of opinion in football, one of the things that makes the game.
Yes, sir.
Seen by Howell. Southport to start again, and the onus is on them. County, it's about covering, keeping possession when they get it. They don't need any more goals. And this one comes their way in a breakaway. Whitehall, good leaning. Howell, everything to his right, and the plenty there. Goalkeeper gets a really good fist to it. Stuart Garden. Nobody was going to invade his patch. Jones did well, rather better than his colleagues anticipated. Still plenty forward for Southport. Whitehall didn't make it. This is Howell. Hold on. Would have loved to have scored against his old club. Just fizzed off the outside of the left boot. Good backtracking by Fenton. Look at the pick of the defenders. Former Manchester City player. Also, good chest. Cass. Martin Clark forced to hurry a bit. Barry Jones not quite so much. Lane starts to run on the right side. Pass falls between the two, really. The other one being Thompson. Handball by Brough. Arden wins the first aerial battle with Thompson. Bit short. Soley has a look first. On by Thompson. Good track by Howell. He's got a lot to do here, though. Chased by Cass. Stone doubling up, needs help. Got it from behind in Soley. May not need it. Oh, I say, Howell kept it in. Or did he? No, says the linesman. Pity. Very tight. Nice wear of the body. Well, the whole of the ball has to cross the line. That might have been a bit harsh on Howell. And the substitution made by Notts County. On comes Duncan Jupp, who is on loan from Wimbledon, and he's replaced Danny Stone. Winstanley. Allsop following in. Pickford and Cass. Allsop would have been offside. Winstanley. Maybe pressurise the back players. But now here's Pickford. Scored one. Has he scored two? He has. Beautifully played forward. The goalkeeper came off his line a bit, and in the end it proved to be a bit too much. Over his head by Pickford, and it's 2-2. Nicely played by Whitehall. Good chest trap, good ball forward, and again, excellent finish by Pickford. He's had 3 chances in the match, and he's taken 2 of them, and he was pretty close with the other one. We've had an hour of the contest, and it's all square. The 10 men now having a real battle to withstand Phil Wilson's team. That was a really good finish. Duncan Jupp had just come on, just couldn't get to his man. Allsop. Cass did well and continues to do well. Ah, how many ricochets do we want? Bruff. Barraclough. Whitley. That's good stuff from Notts County. Not a soul in the middle though, and no chance of crossing it, apparently. And the youngsters enjoying it. Could it be an I was there day when they start the shave and things like that? Struggle to wonder who they support. He's appearing at Stratford next week. Showed too much of it. Allsop. Bruff. Not a stickler as Bruff, and he's done well here until he tried to cross. Only for the youngster, 20-year-old. It's real art managing at a lower level, when to give the youngsters a chance, when to try and take somebody on loan, somehow making the budget work. Well on. That's what he's been brought on for, in particular. Howell. Whitehall. Thompson. Pickford. Oh, he's found Whitehall. Just that little bit of hesitation by Steve Whitehall. And it's a corner. But there was a chance here. Ireland just put it off the island. Thompson on the near post, Whitehall in the centre of the 6-yard box. 4 to come from the 18-yard line. Good back flick. Good nod down. Pickford. Got to be careful. Oh, and he wasn't. This is Allsop, and he's got support from Bruff. Goalkeeper's come right off his line. The goal is now covered. And the man who got back was able to get it away. Martin Clark. He scored 2 but couldn't make the third. Already been given one gift in the contest. Notts County free kick. Ireland couldn't get there. Goal kick. Pickford who gave it away. Allsop. Goalkeeper comes off his line here, and Clark decides his best bet is to cover on the angle, gets to the goal, comfortable header away in the end. Allsop denied, but a really good piece of play by the experienced Martin Clark. Now Cass. Now Winstanley. Now Pickford. Whitehall. Distribution after a quiet opening. It's been one of the features of Southport's play. Gibson. Winstanley. Crowd very impatient. Probably aware that Notts County have this record of managing to draw games. Well, it's certainly more for the spectators of the home side to get their teeth into them. When Match of the Day came in 1988, Port Vale were the winners then 2-0. The chairman, Charlie Clapham, says that was the start of their comeback, having lost their league status 10 years earlier. Lifted the atmosphere and boosted the finances. Free kick is to County. And the referee wants words, and the name of Lane will go into the book. It's well in. It's well met by Winstanley. Whitley. Barry Jones's header. Whitley again. Gibson. And we've reached the halfway point of the second half. Absolutely all to play for. 2-2. Found his stud sticking a little bit then, I think. Pickford to Whitehall. Quickly in Fenton. Second spell at the club, Steve Whitehall. Came back in November of last year. Jones. Two between one team able to play 3-5-2 in formation, and the other team, since the sending off, playing 3-5 and just the one because of this man's departure, Darren Caskey. Just a little dragging of the defender out of the way. Found by Gibson. Brought down was Brough. Carden started with Dundee United, the goalkeeper. Looking now for Alsop, who started life in Australia. Take that from Hull. He's onside. Is Whitehall. Nothing the matter with the strike, but it never looked likely to be good enough to trouble the Scottish goalkeeper. Turned by Jupp. Jupp again. Whitley. Alsop. Needs a bit of help. This is Brough. That's well fed to Cass. Well defended by Lane. Trying to get people forward when they can. Notts County. It's carefully done. Ireland up. Wellsby. Thompson down the middle. Good header by Jupp. Alsop. Wellsby sees the danger. Battle well, the Australian. Put his reward with 2 goals. He would dearly like a third, I'm sure. Cass waiting in the middle, so is Alsop. Good challenge by Pickford. Another one who's had a good match. Those two have the goals, which produce the 2-2 position. Fenton not making any contact. This is Jones. Thompson. Howell. Two staying back to mark one. Jones going back to his right side position of the back three. Played Pickford. Really well played Pickford, but the flag was up against Whitehall. A little pull there, Steve Pickford, I suspect. Yes, clear offside. Good position to watch from. They look pretty comfortable. And like the crowd who've paid to get into the ground. They applaud the arrival of a second Jones, Steve Jones, and he's replaced Dean Howell. Winstanley. Jupp. Gibson. Sharp getting the better of Whitehall. Southport management and coaching team waving their side forward. Such a chance for them. This is Thompson. And Thompson makes it 3-2. And suddenly his face is creased and smiles. And it's mirrored by manager and crowd alike. Found the space, Thompson. Beautifully played through. Clearly onside. And a very good finish. The Vauxhall Conference side in front for the first time. And it's asking a lot now of the 10 men of Notts County. Very confident finish. Minutes of the match remaining. Here's Simon Ramsden. Useful run if he can get a pass in. This is Allsop. He's jeered, but it was quite a difficult one on the turn. Well, this match in a way has been the summary of Bill Dearden's time at Notts County. The ups and downs. And as far as Phil Wilson is concerned, today it's been the downs and ups. Pickford. Whitehall is offside. Close, but right. Ten goals now to his credit this season. This will be one to remember if it's decisive. Well played by Whitehall, and here's Thompson again. Support coming from behind. From Lane, from Whitehall. Steve Jones waiting in the middle too. Gibson. Nicely worked. In by Barry Jones. Steve Jones trying to get on the end. Thompson! Goals breed confidence. How long to go, he says. Now, we're at the end of the 33rd minute of the half. Allsop. Jump. Whitley. Fenton. That's a corner. Ireland forward on the line with the far post. Fenton is already there. Played back to Jupp. It's useful. And it's well away. Disappointment for County, and Southport indebted to their captain, whose headed clearance it was, Steve Soley. Oh, tricky. Pickford. Lane up. Still Lane. Blocked by Ireland. We need a new ball from which Southport can take the corner. Just a bit of cramp here for Lane, whose shot produced the corner off the right foot of Haig Avenue. Plenty forward again. Oh, and goodness me, they were almost out of sight. Good ball in by Gibson. And a good header by Steve Soley. Haig Avenue is being withdrawn. The staunch defender. And bringing on a youngster, 20-year-old, has come through the youth system, Paul Heffernan. There's an attacker for a defender for the 10-man side. Whitley. Cass. Plenty forward, and the Dutchman shakes his head, and well he might. Plenty for his thoughts. A moment of silliness may have cost his team everything. Heffernan. Good tackle, Thompson. Pickford. Whitley. Well in by Gibson. Two ahead of him. Just got a deflection, otherwise that would have been a great ball, but Thompson. Whitley. Jump. Whitley. Chris Lane. For Willing Thompson. Hid his disappointment at not being selected at the start, and has made his point when he was given the chance early in the second half. Southport throw. Need to keep the pressure on. The non-league side to try and defend the lead now, I think, would be a mistake, even against the 10 men. For Whitley. Good clearance by Wellsby. Offside flag against Thompson. Comes, in the end it's comfortable. He looked a bit anxious at the beginning of his move forward. Lane, Thompson's not offside this time, and he's got support that he can pull it back to. Good play by Brough. Did well to get to him. Because had he got possession, Thompson had two colleagues who were unmarked coming to the back of the area. Barry Jones calling for it and gets it. Whitley, jump, bit of space for the Wimbledon player. That's too long, and that's a goal kick. Crowd of 3,519. There'll be more for the next round if they get the home draw. Whitley. Jupp. Needs a better cross this time. Square to Whitley. He just lobbed it forward. It wasn't really a precise, incisive pass. Not a particularly good challenge by Jones. By Clark, certainly been one of the heroes. Jupp, it's a bit short. Heffernan. Barraclough. Alsop has used it well. Jupp, faced by Steve Jones. This is Heffernan. Turned well. Thompson and Ramsden. Whitehall. Good running by Thompson again, and Solly was waiting in the middle and Thompson didn't realise. Well inside the last 2 minutes. Jupp. Heffernan. In Barraclough. Every man behind the ball, bar two for Southport. And they waited rather than going for it. Good header by Pickford in extremis. This is Alsop. Couldn't turn on it. Rather panicky clearances. Good pressure this from Notts County. Seeking their 10th draw of the season. Which would totally change the atmosphere again at Haig Avenue. Steve Jones. Anxiety showing. Whitley. crowd want the final whistle. They're going to have to wait a bit yet, even though we're in the last minute. Clark hounding in on it, gets it away, but not well. Whitley, real determination by Whitehall. Take your time, says Thompson. That's a really good ball by Whitehall. Showed really good vision. Chance for Chris Lane. It's all over now. Oh, a good play by Whitehall. And another excellent finish. And Southport have beaten the league side. Really, really good vision. And a cracking finish by Chris Lane. No chance at all for the goalkeeper on that one. They can stop feeling anxious now. I think that Phil Wilson will be to the bitter end. Sympathy for this man. Side undermined by the stupidity of Darren Keskin. But you've got to go back to April the 22nd, 1978, before today, for the last time that Southport had a goal scorer against a league side. His name, would you believe? Gary Cooper. Well, they've certainly made up for the long wait, scoring 4 this afternoon. Just celebration now. Well, I suppose on paper at the start it was a non-league team playing with confidence against the league team having a difficult time of it and lacking in confidence. Didn't start that way. They led 2-0. Did Notts County. But they're going to be beaten by 4 goals to 2. We're into the last minute of stoppage time. Made a big difference, Thompson. Allsop with 2 goals and now going to count only in his personal tally. Jupp, nothing more. News there of a big signing by Southport. The final whistle is blown. It's a memorable day at Haig Avenue. Phil Wilson's team with 2 of the goals coming from Steve Pickford, the other 2 from Thompson, Peter Thompson and Chris Lane, producing a 4-2 victory after the league side, Notts County, were 2-0 ahead, both the goals coming from Allsop. How much the sending off turned the game will be a matter of debate with different views, I'm sure, from the 2 managers. Southport were coming back at the time, but even so, against a Vauxhall Conference side playing with such confidence, it was very difficult, in the end impossible for the 10 men of County to hold on. 4-2, a memorable victory for Southport of the conference. Scenes of celebration. Scenes of celebration at Haig Avenue. They haven't had a success in the FA Cup on their own ground against a league side since December 1967. Curiously, that was the time that Notts County lost against a non-league side for the last time before today. County will wonder why it happened, and they will look back on the sending off of Darren Caskey in the 38th minute as the turning point of the game. They led by 1-0 then. Allsop scored that, and he scored a second 3 minutes after Caskey went off, a gift because of bad defending. But Steve Pickford got one back before half-time. At the hour, Pickford, with a delightful finish, got a second. It was left then to Thompson and Lane, Messrs Thompson and Lane, to make it 3-2 and 4-2, with two quite excellent finishes, and the Vauxhall Conference side thoroughly deserving their victory. Darren Caskey should have a red face. He raised his hand to an opponent whom he tackled late. He was shown 2 yellow, making 1 red card, and it was asking too much of his team to save his blushes.